We have the Thunder as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And what a treat it is to be able, Brent, to call this matchup tonight. These two teams are the best in the league.
Now, these are two teams, Kevin, who we expect to see playing deep into the postseason. They have veteran leadership. They have good young talent. And, of course, they have an orchestrator over there as their head coaches who have them pointed in the right direction.
You always talk about chemistry, too.
Well, that's a big help. No team that wins a championship does not have tremendous chemistry.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Ilyasova out there with Andre Wiggins.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol. And the shot is long.
I have no clue what happened with the defense there, but they should be thanking their lucky stars that somehow he bricked that golden opportunity.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Great recognition there from Russell Westbrook. You take away his path to the basket, he can still just rise up and get you from the mid-range.
Parker outside, and there's the pass to Leonard. A floater, it's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Leonard. Screened by Adams. And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
One of those guys who you say 6'4" but plays bigger, Oladipo, with the strength to finish through the contact.
You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, with Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Parker kicks to Leonard. Another shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
Pass to Roberson. Kicks to Oladipo. Wide open. He can't get that one to fall. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Outside, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
If these guys are focused on making a push with the basketball, they can be very good.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Oladipo. And there's the feed to Adams. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Adams has got his first basket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Isn't that a rock and roll band? You need to be up in his jersey. It'd be a bad idea to let him get going and get hot early like that.
Parker kicks to Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got 5.
When you're trying to space the floor, Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
Outside Westbrook. Ilyasova sets a screen for Westbrook. Roberson dishes to Adams. Good work defensively by Gasol. The Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The dish to Aldridge, and stolen by Ilyasova. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Oladipo's running, and that one good.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Spurs trail by 3. And Greg Popovich, coach of the Spurs, at times we've seen him be a little prickly with the media. If he doesn't like a question, you know, Brent, he'll let you know about it.
Well, I know the shtick for some people, Kevin, has gotten a little bit tiresome, but that's not who Greg Popovich is as a coach. He just doesn't like to do those in-game interviews. It's kind of like you sitting with me doing a broadcast. And you look at the Thunder last season, they were slept on as a contender for the title. Warriors and Spurs, very, very good, but in the same conference. Might have helped the Thunder to stay focused and fly under the radar just a little bit more.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And Leonard has it in the corner. The 11-footer bounces high off the rim and drops. And usually the Thunder are favorites to go deep, and that's exactly what they did last year, all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, you look at what Westbrook represented in Oklahoma City over the past 5 or 6 seasons, and there's no doubt with that kind of talent, you're going to have a chance every year, Kevin, to make a deep push.
Morrow, the pass to Payne. He kicks it to Morrow. Singler for 3. It's Dedmon with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Leonard. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Well, coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was not a perimeter shooter, but he's developed into one of the league's finest. No longer a spot-up threat, though. He can create some offense on the block, able to handle the ball, and bully smaller players with that massive frame at 230, just moving defenders around.
Payne kicks to Cantor. It's Morrow atop the key. Here's the screen. Back to Cantor. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And Brent, you look at the growing offensive role for Kawhi Leonard. For as many touches as he gets, he hardly ever turns the ball over.
Well, have you seen his hands, Kevin? How would you get the ball away from those things? You just don't find players who can score in isolation, space the floor, and protect the ball as well as he does.
And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, he's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
From deep, Morrow nailed from three-point land. Morrow's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ginobili. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's showing his trademark aggressiveness inside. Ginobili was not going to be denied.
Payne kicks to Collison. Pass to Morrow. Shot from the top of the key. Again, Oklahoma City.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
Tonight they are here to compete. This is what the fans paid their money to see.
Left side, Leonard. And another basket for San Antonio.
And there just aren't many guys that have a more devastating mid-range game. Leonard has fine-tuned that shot to where it's almost automatic.
Payne with it. Here's Cantor. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And one of the most competitive men ever to play this game, Manu Ginobili, spoke with us about this year.
Just rely on what happened in the past, then you're stuck in the past. And we, many of us, maybe our last shot, our last season, we don't even know if we're going to have another season. So, you know, we want to do as good as we can.
Well, the fire is still there, but the energy and the ability, guys, to get it done physically, let's face it, at this point, Ginobili's mostly gutting it out.
Still, you know, though, he'll either beat you or go down swinging. Just a tough individual.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Well, they snuck out to the lead partly because of the play calling, largely because of the execution.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Russell Westbrook out there with Payne, and it's Singler in at the 3 spot. Adams. They shoot again. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
But you don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. Brent, which coaches do you think run the best offenses in the NBA right now?
Watching Portland last year with Lillard and the incredible consistency of C.J. McCollum in really his first extended role as a starter has a lot of attention focused on Terry Stotts. Offensively putting guys in great spots last year, mostly predicated on the play from his 2 guards. Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kawhi Leonard keeps getting better year after year. The 2014 Finals MVP said, "I'm very confident with where I'm at. Every time I step on the floor now, I know I can be a factor. Offensively, defensively, shooting threes, working my way into the post, setting other guys up. Kevin, he can do it all."
He's grown into that role of franchise player, D.A. Great stuff. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Green comes in for Anderson. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. They get it back. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 5 points so far.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Dishes it to Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. They set the pick. Cantor with the screen on Parker. Singler for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here are the Thunder now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. He dishes it to Cantor. The 3. And again, it's Kyle Singler with the triple. And it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gasol. Singler with the rebound.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this monster run.
Back to Oladipo. From outside the arc. And the Thunder, another 3.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Brent, they say the elite big man in the middle is a dying breed. What do you think? Any truth to that?
How about the birth of the new big man?
Well, I would say so, too.
I just don't like to be so pessimistic about what it is that we used to see.
We see cycles, right, in the league? We always see cycles.
Absolutely. So I'm more of one of those guys, glasses half full. So let's celebrate the versatility, the mobility, and the incredible talent of the young players at their size being able to be as effective as they are in the NBA.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Ilyasova comes in for Adams. And it's Roberson in for Singler. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Looking to end the drought. Gasol, no good. The Thunder leading by 12. To the left side wing. And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. Stolen by Ginobili. Left side Gasol. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
There's a screen by Canada. Westbrook with a wide open look. And no good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. Ginobili the pass to Gasol. One thing that Greg is often underappreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given. And this last offseason, Pau Gasol coming over to the Spurs in free agency, it seems to be the exact kind of player that the Spurs would want on their team, especially with his basketball IQ. Pau liked the fit as well, and it didn't take long for him to join San Antonio.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate, someone guys love to be around, a guy that plays well with just about anybody.
Here's Payne. San Antonio with the rebound. And for Gasol and the Spurs, it was actually another Gasol that was prompting Pau to join the team. His brother Mark told him, go to San Antonio.
Yeah, and what is strange is that Mark is very much on a team that rivals the Spurs. So I don't think Mark was doing it just so he could battle his older brother 4 times a year. I think he meant what he said with the Spurs. So they are a great organization and would probably make the best fit for Pau at the end of his career.
It's good. Morrow's got 7.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Shot from free throw range. And another basket for San Antonio.
That's where Aldridge burns defenses repeatedly. His mid-range game is so advanced and so polished, evidenced by that shot there.
Back to Payne. There's the screen. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Spurs trail by 7. And here is Parker. Feeds it to Aldridge. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by Collison.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Payne kicks to Collison. Passes it to Morrow. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. He feeds it to Payne. Shot from 16. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Parker with no one around. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half, what do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and they've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there. And Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. .com.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Spurs trail by 7. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot.
When you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Ilyasova passes to Westbrook. It's Oladipo on the wing. Adams with the screen on Green. Off the screen. Oladipo misses.
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Here's Leonard. The offensive rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, pick a tool out of the toolbox. The sheer number of Aldridge's move inside make him so hard not to foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And he knocks down the first one. And certainly LaMarcus Aldridge has the capability to be a go-to scorer. But, Brent, he takes a lot of mid-range contested jump shots. Those aren't historically really Spurs types of shots.
Well, it's been interesting, Kevin, because LaMarcus Aldridge is so good at the mid-range that it's made Popovich rethink some of his offensive calibration. and they've searched him out in the spots where he's best. I think his comfort level continues to rise inside of this offense, and he'll get more and more efficient.
Outside Westbrook. To the wing on the left. From deep, Ilyasova. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ilyasova's got his first 3 points of the game. Spurs trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Gasol. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. There's the pass to Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Left side Westbrook. Shot from 16. Again, the Thunder score.
And for a two-guard, Oladipo has some great vision, a very good passer, and a nice find there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Start it.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Singler in for Roberson. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Cantor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
There's no doubt that the biggest free agent splash made in 2015 was the Spurs signing of LaMarcus Aldridge. They planned for 3 or 4 years to try and get him to San Antonio, really fitting in the mode of Tim Duncan scoring on that left block. But being close to Dallas, near his family, that was a significant factor, along with winning.
First one falls for him. And, of course, for Aldridge, location wasn't the only attraction. Brent, the chance to win and compete for championships had to be the most important factor.
Well, he knew it was going to be a little bit of time and a little bit of sacrifice in joining San Antonio. Maybe miss a few all-star games he otherwise might have played in as a member of the Blazers. But winning the most paramount, and in time, his role will only grow as this roster turns over. And quite frankly, the Thunder are just one of the most dangerous offensive teams out there. Can't deny that. But their defense is solid, too. A lot of good one-on-one defenders in their rotation. Near the top of the league in defensive efficiency.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. Defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. Fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it. Creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement. That's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. For the 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Thunder did a good job of challenging shooters and locking down on D. They also know how, as we've seen, to protect the rim.
Well, a lot of that success last year on the interior has to be given to Steven Adams and the incredible progression that he showed as a center in this league. Really figuring out what it is that his opponents like to do and how he can be effective.
Leonard kicks to Ginobili. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Poked away. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Some body control shown by Mills, slamming on the brakes and pulling up for a soft J.
Now here's Oladipo. He's got 5. For 3, Westbrook. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Down low, Gasol. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gasol's got 6 points.
And love seeing Gasol rise up and ram one home. He just makes it look too easy.
Outside Westbrook. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Right, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent. And really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game, do you think?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Pass to Cantor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw.
And of course, in 2015, Cantor signed that enormous max contract, 4 years and $70 million. I think a lot of that investment is in his improvement in his outside shooting.
Green, the screen, inside. Aldridge, wide open. And he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Like a guy delivering ice, a very cool customer there. He knew the clock was winding down, but hit it as though there was no other shot.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Thunder leading by 6. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Roberson, Ilyasova out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and it's Payne in at the 1 spot. And San Antonio shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And the wide open shot from Green. He can't get it to go. Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Morrow dishes to Payne. To the inside. Collison kicks to Morrow. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Payne's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Oklahoma City. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Outside, Green, back to Mills. Shot off the pick. San Antonio again missing. The Thunder with the lead. And here's Morrow outside. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Green kicks to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. The feed to Aldridge. The kick out to Anderson. There's Green with the 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight. Too ambitious of him there, guys. He tried to be a one-man wrecking ball instead of looking to kick the ball out for the better shot opportunity.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Green, the screen. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Payne. Ilyasova sets a screen for Payne. Here's Roberson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. 3-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the 3-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. Ana Ginobili's checked in for Daniel Green. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. There's the pick. The dish now to Oladipo. Good work defensively by Ginobili.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting.
Gasol is screen. Leonard, no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Parker. For 3, Westbrook. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Ilyasova against Aldridge. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Roberson kicks to Ilyasova. Adams right side. Gasol with the steal. Puts one up from 19. Parker's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Here's Parker, plenty of space. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And when Parker first came into the league, he didn't have that jumper. He's put a ton of time into making it a dangerous weapon in his offensive arsenal.
They set the screen. Oladipo against Ginobili. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Westbrook against Parker. Entered on the wing.
Parker.
The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out. The Thunder leading by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Oklahoma City.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Westbrook. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
And the Spurs with some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Manu Ginobili. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ilyasova. Kyle Singler comes in for Roberson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Parker kicks to Leonard. Releases from 15. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And you know, Brent, the Oklahoma City Thunder for so long making do with one way at the off-guard position.
I think you're right, Kevin, and maybe Victor Oladipo changes that. Over 15 points per game for his career, and a very aggressive and athletic defender, a legit two-way player for OKC.
Kicks it to Morrow. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Payne can't hit. Here's San Antonio now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Leonard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And the commitment to seizing every scoring opportunity, Leonard outworking and out hustling people inside.
Payne with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive, and we did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Westbrook is a take charge, aggressive player, and he didn't hold anything back. Baby bull, that's what I'm calling him. Whether scoring, passing, rebounding, it doesn't matter. He's the man for the job, and he did the job perfectively tonight. Great performance.
Incredible shooting efficiency. He made over 60% from the field. 60, Ernie. I don't care what position you're playing. You're hitting 60%. That's a huge factor.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.
Joe.